Hi, hi, I'm Taylor, and now we'll be presenting realism art. Hi, I'm Taylor, and now we'll be presenting realism art. What is realism art? The first contemporary art movement, known as realism, emerged in the wake of the Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution and denounced old forms of literature, art, and social organization and etiquette. Realism transformed painting and broadened ideas of what is considered art. Working in a turbulent period characterized by revolution and significant social change, realist painters gave the edges of society the same way as big history paintings and allegories by substituting real life events for literature, literally allusions and idealized models of conventional arts. Realism were interested in how society, the economy, politics, and culture were organized in the middle of the 19th century. The result in frank, occasionally ugly, ugly depictions of life's terrible moments, and the use of anonymous earthy hues that challenge highest standards of beauty. The background. From around 1840 to the end of the 19th century, the Realist movement in French art flourished and aimed to present an accurate and unbiased view of modern life. Following Louis' overthrow Philip's monarchies and the Revolution of 1848, Realism began to take shape under Napoleon III's Second Empire. Realist art democratized art by portraying contemporary issues, taking from working class daily existence while French society struggled for dominic, democratic reform. Realism was founded on close observation of the modern world, rejecting the romanticized themes of Romanticism and the idealized classicism of academic art in accordance with Gustave Courbet's assertion that painting in a fundamental concrete art can only consist of representation of real and existing things. From 1861, realism captured in often grim detail the lives of ordinary people in the present. This is Gustave Courbet. By opposing the preeminence of history painting, long favored at the official salons, the École des Beaux Arts, the state-sponsored art academy, Courbet established himself as the main advocate of realism, a Borough of Ornans and the Stonebreakers, two of Courbet's groundbreaking exhibits at the Paris Salons of 1849 and 1850 through 1851 depicted common people from artists' native region on a monumental scale that was previously reserved for evaluating things of history. Courbet disregarded the idealism academic approach in favor of a profusely straightforward style steeped in popular imagery, which many of his contemporaries found to be coarse, in order to provide an honest and straightforward portrayal of country's life. By emphasizing the close relationship between the young women, the artist's sister, who represents the emerged rural middle class, and the poor coward who accepts their charity, Young Ladies of the Village, which was displayed as the Salon of 1852, defies conventional rules of a scale and perspective challenges traditional class distinctions. When two of Courbet's most significant pieces were rejected by the Exposition Universelle jury in Paris in 1855, he withdrew the 11 submissions that had been accepted and secretly exhibit his paintings in Pavillon du Realisme. Not far from the official worldwide exposition, in the introduction to the catalog of this independent one-man exposition, Courbet's penned a realist manifesto that echoed the style of political manifestos of the era and stated that it was his intention as an artist to translate the custom ideas and the appearance of my epoch according to my own estimation. Courbet depicts his social and political experience since the Revolution, while surrounded by the groups of his friends, clients, and models in his autobiography, Painter's Studio. And this is some of his work. This is in the book on page 131. And this is this right here is in the Napoleon's Museum, I want to say. And this is just some of his main work that he uses. And this brings us to Jean-Francois Millet. Sheep shearing beneath a tree is one of the rural scenes by Jean-Francois Millet that monumentalized peasants at work. While many people in France were moving from rural to industrialized towns, Millet left Paris in 1849, made his home in Barbizon, where he spent the rest of his life near the country scenes he painted throughout his career. The Gleaners display at the Salon in 1857 caused controversy due to this truthful portrayal of rural poverty. The Gleaners' hunched positions and Miller's heavy application of paint highlighted how physical demanding their work is. Despite the fact that Millet chose a more traditional subject than Courbet due to his academic expertise, his representation of stonebreakers were nevertheless seen as political subversive. As shown in his painting Woman with a Rake, Millet gives his character a sculptural presence that is reminiscent of the works his Nicolaus Poussin and Michelangelo. Many of his work have had a nostalgic quality that sets them apart from Courbet's unidealized paintings due to his propensity to generalize his subjects. Having a deep admiration for Millet, Vince van Gogh copied several of his work, notably First Steps. And this is some of his work. That's the lady with the rake. And you can see that he uses, it's mostly individuals that he painted. In conclusion, realism is regarded as earliest contemporary art movement, despite never functioning as a fully cohesive group. Even after learning about the movement history, it's simple to wonder what realism is art is. Realism is essentially the adamant of the conventionally accepted and idolized rendering of subjects, setting in favor of authentic and genuine picture of everyday life. In order to truly capture a slice of life. And that concludes my presentation.